Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Some very disturbing news, and this news come from actually is reported by many media outlets, but I just use Yahoo News, and the title is Google bans Trump social network due to violent posts. So Google bans Trump social network due to violent posts. We got that point. So the article is from today, August 30th, and with legal peril rising, Trump turns to QAnon and 4chan memes for support. Well, it says that on August 19th, so on Tuesday, Google announced that it would continue to ban Truth Social from appearing in its App Store due to its lax content moderation standards that fail to police threats of violence by users. I thought that the police is supposed to do these kind of things, not another, the Google. I thought the police is supposed to, be notified and the user being, reprimanded or at least investigated if there are threats. I don't think that Google is the entity that has to intervene and monitor and decide who has access or who violated what. Now you can say, well, Google is a private institution and they can do whatever they want. All right, but at least say so. So I know that they are just not a platform for free speech, and that's it. And they have a monopoly, I must say. But maybe you say, no, it doesn't have a monopoly. Well, tell me about, 5 competitors of the same magnitude. I'm waiting. Okay, yeah, thank you. So, lax how they weaseled this article. It will continue to ban Truth Social due to its lax content moderation. That means a teacher did not come in the classroom and say, children, no, everybody sit down on the carpet. Now I'm going to tell you what to do because I'm in charge. Hey, stick your finger from your ass. Hey, Jimmy, don't do that again. Okay. And you, okay, don't stick your tongue. Okay. Don't lick your boogers and so on. Is that how it works? So they lack moderation because the teacher is a little bit laxed with the students. That's how we are. But you say, well, you want to use our platform, you have to follow our rules. Well, if we extrapolate that to the government, then where do we get? You say, well, government doesn't function on the same rules of the private institution. Still, I know that certain rules that the private institutions have to follow. But I think, let's put it mildly, for my subjective, preferential ideas and ideals, I think this is BS. I think if someone threatens someone else, there are enough people to notify the police and that person should be investigated. If that threat meets the threshold of being a threat. Not everyone thinks is threatened. Now you're going to have police monitoring everybody else and, oh my God, he used capital letters. That's a threat right there. You know what I mean? So, but we live in a very dangerous world with children, with adults. So children brains in adult bodies in positions of control and power. That's very dangerous. With power, with real power. And they can really harm you. I made a video on that a long time ago, being like 5 months ago, 4 months ago. What happens when you go in front of a judge and you have attorneys around you and they are stupid? Or they are, don't know much. And they decide your fate and your case. I will refer you to a movie. I mentioned this movie many times because we're there already. It's not the names and the times, but we are there. The name of the movie is Idiocracy. Now in the Idiocracy, it's a guy who was frozen for I don't know how many, 90 years or something, and he wakes up and the society is dumb, kind of like we have right now, but they have power. You have attorneys, you have judges, you have presidents, you have law enforcement, but they're all dumb. You know, I'm not going to get into details, but you watch that movie. And at one point, this guy, who was an average Joe, I would say below 86 kind of in a society that he came from, 100 back, he was a genius now after 100 years of reproduction and all that. Because if you see who's reproducing and who's not reproducing, what kind of groups, and you find out that those guys got the other ones almost extinct. That's the parody of the movie. It's very, very smart, very funny, and very dumb. But you can say, oh my God, that's so dumb. Just look beyond the dumbness of the actors or whatever. So, and he gets in front, this guy, the average Joe from 100 years ago, gets in front of a judge. He's, in court. And you got judges, and you got, everything is like it used to be. But the IQ is like 50 points below what it used to be. And these guys are children in adult bodies with power. That is what we have right now. This is what we have right now. As I said, you could be just blamed for something, and they will decide based on their brains that really you did something. And you say, bring the people, bring the adults here. I don't want to be judged by a child. It happened to me. Not with a, but it happened to me in other circumstances. And you're in front of a group of people who decide your fate. And you're like, try to defend yourself, try to bring arguments like you used to, like it's supposed to be. And they don't understand. They don't understand your arguments. And because they don't understand it, they discard it. And you say, but how in the hell you don't understand it? 1 + 1 equals 2. And they do not understand that, and they don't take that as an argument. That's what happened to me. Not only one time, just so you know. So it says on August 19, it's not about me, sorry, I went too far. On August 19, we notified Truth Social of several violations of standard policies in their current app submission, and reiterated that having effective systems for moderating. Moderating means censoring. That's moderating. And say, hey, you can't say that. Hey, you don't say that. Moderating. User-generated content is a condition of our terms. So we are the teachers. These are our terms. You have to accept that we are your teacher, your gods, and we decide your content and whatever you say. You have to abide. But there are some others who violate it, but we let them go. We let them continue doing what they do. Just watch YouTube. In YouTube you find certain people that can say certain things, but you find other people who get sanctions for saying mildly what other people said. I don't want to give names here because some of them I used to like. I used to watch. But unfortunately I figured out they are part of other entities who support them, and they can do no wrong. Alright, you probably know who those are. So this is what it is. It's moderating user-generated content is a condition of our terms of service for any app to go live on Google Play. Google said in a statement. So President Trump is too dangerous for these guys. And not only he, their problem is this. They have this guy, Trump, who if they could have him go to meet God right now, they would do it. The problem is that they are followers. And there's not 5 followers, 3,000. There are about 70 or 80 million followers of this guy, that these guys would like him out. So the problem is not necessarily Trump, because Trump is he's just a how do you call it, a material idea. He just brought some ideas in the society. But the ideas are there, so it's just a personification of certain ideals that a lot of people identify with ideas. So if you remove Trump, you can't remove the ideas. But again, you deal with children, and children don't understand that. They think that if they can make Trump don't talk anymore and be somewhere else, all things will gonna go down. No, because they're ideals and ideas that people have. He's just As I said, the personification, the person who said certain things. And that's why he is loved or accepted by other people. But these people don't understand it. Don't understand it. Okay, remove Trump is going to be another one. Remove that one is going to be... You can't remove the ideals. You know, but you deal with people with this. They think with power solves everything. You know, tyranny, control, moderation. We're going to moderate. You know, moderation, one of the four ancient Greek values. And now is moderation. No, we moderate. No, you don't moderate. You censor. That's the word. Put it. And you censor based on certain ideological preferences and political inclinations and interests. That's what it is. So, but again, they use euphemism because people with IQ below 86, you don't understand this. They say, yes, there needs to be, yeah, you can hurt people's feelings. No, be kind, be not truthful, but be kind. Truth goes behind, on very low on the list. Kindness is the first one. Truth, no, that truth is somewhere. What is truth? Remember Pilate? What is truth? And Jesus said, Anyway, you know what truth is. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.